for the soul and the heart of a person first, you see them in a whole different light.
Nurturing people and helping them to develop their own business interests is absolutely the right thing to do.
I think they feel that a healthy community needs all of these different aspects to be tended to, and it's part of their worldview.
They lead by example. They are doers.
Yeah, I think Cindy's view is an inclusive one, period.
Many times when I have an opportunity to speak, I share a phrase that my grandfather always used to say to me, and he would say, when you walk into a room, if you see souls first, before you see anything else, you're going to have a successful relationship. And that's how I was raised. That's how we function at Strategic Staffing Solutions. And I absolutely believe that that's what you should look for first.
Hard to imagine having a company without an inclusive philosophy, because we're headquartered here in the city. We live in the city. The city has a tremendously diverse population. I think if you're not set up to be inclusive, you just miss out on so much.
I think Cindy and Paul have made an enormous investment in this city, and I think investment's a key word. They live here, they work here, they play here.
We're a good old urban city. We're a little gritty, and that's a good thing. We have incredible people.
They are very well-rounded, I would say. Their interests are so diverse and far-thinking that even to me it's inspirational and kind of mind-boggling.
We're both big advocates for the arts and also big advocates for the animal community. So the things that I tend to be associated with are the Detroit Zoological Society and the Michigan Humane Society.
How people find a way to care and treat for animals, or how they don't, tells you how they're going to look at the rest of the world.
When we met that first time, they immediately went to telling me a story about 17 kittens that had been left in a box on the doorstep of a veterinary's. And before I knew it, I hadn't been here for 6 weeks. We were the proud owners of 2 kittens.
We always talk about having capacity. So if somebody only has 2 cats, they have capacity for a couple more. Or if they don't have a dog, they've got capacity to add an animal into their household.
Anybody watching this video is interested in a cat or a dog, please let us know. We can hook you up right away.
The arts, the Detroit Symphony plays a big part in what we do.
The challenges the DSO faced last year with our musicians was something he involved himself in very deeply. He gave, I can't tell you how many hours of his own personal time throughout the year.
He recognizes that if you're going to solve a problem, it has to be a positive resolution for all parties.
So it's one of those things where both sides were right, and the whole idea was to not win or lose, but to find a way to go forward so that both sides could have as much of what they wanted as they possibly could.
He's just the sweetest man in the world. He really is, and he just has the capacity to care and to be all in on helping someone, believing in someone, wanting to see people succeed.
Cindy is a great leader, a good friend, and when she's committed to whatever it is that she's working on, she's a phenomenal asset to the project.
We got a call from Cindy's assistant to come down to her office and talk to her about creating artwork for all of their ranches nationwide. We explained to her, what the struggle was, and she sat down with Paul, and then together they approached us and said, why don't you let us help you? We will partner with you and run the business side of things.
My least favorite question is, how do you handle work-life balance? And I say, I think that it's not necessary. I want no balance. I want a full life that has all types of elements.
And she just always finds time to be able to sit down one-on-one and just mentor people and help develop their business acumen. It's amazing.
Cindy on the surface is very bold, and she has a great presence to her.
She's tremendously energetic, and hopelessly optimistic about a whole wide range of things. And she's one of those people that just provides a lot of energy.
They exude this kind of warmth that comes from this enormous sense of family that they've created around themselves.